Hello, it's Bill Daniels from Boy Meets World, and you are watching the Sherny Awards. And now I present to you the answer to what would happen if Corey Matthews and Sean Hunter had a child with a beard. Your host of So Says Shernoff, Josh Shernoff.
Welcome, everyone. Yes, we are back. And that was Mr. Feeney. That was Mr. Feeney. Welcome, everyone, to the third Annual Sherny Awards. So nice, we did it thrice. I am your host, Josh Shernoff, and man, does it feel good to be back. We took the summer and fall off because working once a month is exhausting. But we are back next month with Season 4 of So Says Shernoff, and we are back tonight with the Shernies. So whether you're a longtime fan or just checking us out for the first time, thank you for joining me as we take a look back on this past year. 2021 in a lot of ways felt like 2020 won, but it didn't win. Wrestling fans made their return to arenas and stadiums and wherever this was. So before we move on to 2022, which for the record is spelled T-W-O, not T-O-O, referring to the second coming of 2020. Before we move on to next year, we are going to pay our respects to an unforgettable and at times incredibly regrettable 2021. If you're new to the Sherny Awards, let me explain them to you. This is not the award show with prestige and honor. This is the award show that makes you go, wow, he definitely shouldn't have said that, or, oh, things will be awkward when they bump into each other at the next StarCast. And on that note, let's get started with our first award of the evening. The first award is the You're Entitled to Your Wrong Opinion Award. And the award goes to Peter Rosenberg for claiming that CM Punk was more over than The Rock. Back in August, Rosenberg tweeted out a response to Roman Reigns' interview saying, quote, Punk was not as good as The Rock. Cena is a debate, but at his highest level, he was more over than both. However, The Rock and Cena have grown the business because of their life outside wrestling. Punk is a wrestling star, no more, which is fine by me, by the way. So first of all, thank God, because I was worried that Punk's lack of star power outside of wrestling was not okay with Rosenberg. Now, look, I'm just joking, as I happen to like Peter a lot. I think he's a good dude with a ton of wrestling knowledge, but man, a miss is a miss, and you missed the out of this one, buddy. CM Punk was never as over as The Rock or John Cena. To claim he was is just objectively wrong. Punk is good, great even. But I think the nostalgia of Punk's return to wrestling made you forget that this guy never came close to this guy. And in the eyes of kids, nobody ever came close to Cena in his era. An era, by the way, that lasted close to 15 years as a full-time main event attraction. So Peter, I love your show. I'm a fan of you, but your opinion was wrong. Congrats on your Sherny, though. Next up, it's the Most Likely to Engulf Himself in Flames Award, and it goes to dirt sheet writer and man whose invisible force field protected him while the rest of his home was ravaged by an indoor tornado, Dave Meltzer, for the state of Meltzer's office. I have poked fun at Meltzer about the state of his office in the past, some publicly, lots privately, but when I saw him sitting there on A&E, dude, it's A&E. Clean your damn office. I feel like somewhere along the line, he was told that a real reporter has papers all over his office, from ripping a page with a typo out of their typewriter, crumbling it up and throwing it on the floor. Not whatever the hell his office is. It looks like the bottom of a dog crate. Look, I don't know if it's an incontinence issue or what, but it's 2021. You should not have that much paper in your office, let alone sprawled out all over the floor like that. Some say at night you can still hear the trees screaming. But I swear, man, one spark and that's the ball game. And you know this. That's why you have a fire extinguisher readily available. So here's what I'm going to do for you. I'm going to send you this award on a printed piece of paper so you feel comfortable. But then I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to send it in this. This is called a folder. You can label this little tab at the top, put your papers in it, then you can buy a thing called a filing cabinet. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. Just start with this folder. Reach down, grab a pile, and just start filing. My gift to you. The next one is the I've Put This Foot in My Mouth award. And I know a lot of people think it's going to go to Tommy Dreamer, or maybe it's another dig at Meltzer, but no. This one goes to Hall of Famer and foot fetish aficionado Tony Atlas, who recently shared this picture of a woman standing on his face with the caption, "Step on my face, it's the gift that keeps giving this holiday season." I have so many questions. First, obviously a heartwarming holiday message, but okay. So Saba Simba loves for people to step on his face. That's cool. It's almost 2022 and this is a judge-free zone. I guess my hang-up is, how is this the gift that keeps giving? Do you mean she keeps stepping on you? Is it a lasting pain that reminds you of the experience? Did she give you athlete's face? I want to understand. Also, remember that time Tony Atlas and CM Punk got into an altercation in OVW? I do. I was actually there for the whole awkward encounter that, for the record, does not exactly resemble either man's retelling of it, but I digress. My point is, how crazy could things have gotten there? Think about it. Everyone was worried that the two men would come to blows, but what if Punk had, threatened to shove his foot down Atlas's throat? I mean, back then, I would have thought, them be fighting words. But instead, Mr. USA may have become Mr. HARD, no blue chew needed. So, thankfully, none of that happened, although it definitely makes you wonder Tony's motives in telling Punk to use less wrist tape. Maybe he's into forearms too, I don't know. But Tony Atlas, congratulations on your Sherny, and may 2022 be filled with a merry-go-round of women stepping on your face. Next up, it's a special one here at the Sherny Awards. It's the Friendship of the Year Award, and it goes to me and my best friend, Matt Cardona. What began as a simple interview has blossomed into something truly magical. Take a look. Hey guys, Josh Shernoff here for FITE, and I am with always ready Matt Cardona.
The future GCW World Champion, Matt Cardona.
We got to get some PBR in here for the champ. Beautiful belt up there.
It's a championship. It's a championship.
I apologize.
Am I still the deathmatch kid?
You have the crown still, Matt.
Blood all over me.
You still have the crown.
Look at this. Look at my body. I mean, don't give me the thumbs up, camera mark. I mean, I came, and I always have this bitch by my side.
Oh, pardon me. Why are you here?
Well, I'm not going to reveal that information to you, Josh. Spicy lobster sashimi, tuna sashimi. We'll talk about it later. What's up?
If I can get in on that, but no.
We've been best friends since what, 2006? It's over a decade, almost 2 decades. The top guy.
The top guy.
That's what I'm talking about, Josh. Thank you very much for being a major mark. So that's really it, you know?
What does 2022 hold for team guys whose names sound like alcoholic drinks? I, for one, can't wait to find out, but hopefully, sushi. Here to accept the award via FaceTime, my best friend, Matt Cardona. Let's just call him up real quick. Okay. Let's try that again. Nope. Okay, that was painfully quick. You know what? He's probably just at the gym or tanning or booking his fig fed. I'll get him next time. When we return, we will be back. Hi, I'm Josh Shernoff from FITE TV, and this is my action figure by Cello Toys. Now you can recreate all your favorite Josh Shernoff moments, like that time Darby Allin wouldn't talk to me. Or that time Matt Cardona wouldn't give me the information I asked for.
Right.
Tell us, why are you here?
Well, I'm not going to reveal that information to you, Josh.
With 3 points of articulation and a realistic scale when next to non-retro style figures, and an astonishingly unrealistic scale when next to your favorite Hasbros, hey, who put that snake on me? Get the Josh Shernoff FITE exclusive action figure by Cella Toys, available now at SayShernoff.com. Welcome back to the Sherny Awards. All right, this next one is kind of a big deal. It's the Breakout Star of Next Year Award, where I look at the WWE roster as of January 2021 and predict who I think has the most potential to really break out in January 2022. And the award goes to Keith Lee. Wait, no, okay. Keith was actually released due to budget cuts, so I'll just give it to the runner-up then. And the winner is Karrion Kross. Nope, looks like he was also released due to budget cuts. Man, WWE's profits must have been in the toilet this past quarter. Okay then, let's try a woman. Let me just look up the female roster from January 2021 real quick. What about... All right, let's just move on from this award. Although I just have to say, I'm a little worried. At this rate, there won't be anyone else left on the roster to face Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. It'll just be 2 nights of Reigns beating himself for 4 hours. Talk about a bloodline. I don't... Next up, it's the That Bitch Thirsty Award. And it goes to WWE for the way they drooled over The Rock at Survivor Series. So Survivor Series marked the 25th anniversary of The Rock's debut in the WWE, and the WWE wanted to capitalize, celebrate this occasion. So they transformed Survivor Series into a massive anniversary party led by Vince McMahon and his giant egg. The only problem is The Rock didn't show up. Not in person, not via pre-recorded video. Imagine you and your husband or wife have a 25th wedding anniversary party and your spouse just doesn't show up. Not a great look for family and friends. Now, you're just left telling everyone how special that night was years ago while your spouse is off in Hollywood with Ryan Reynolds. In retrospect, WWE could have just mentioned it as a fun fact and focused on the future of their company with current stars like Bobby Fish or John Morrison or Top Dollar. Anyway, moving on. I'm sorry, what is that sound? Is that a crackling fire?
Oh, hello, Josh.
Hi, Matt Mangle from Talking with Friends and whatever this is. What are you doing here?
I'm reading something you might be interested in.
Okay.
May I indulge?
I mean, you're here, so...
Well, you're here, but nonetheless, let's begin. 'Twas on FITE after Christmas, presenting awards. So Says Shernoff returns this January. Thank the Lord. All over like horse shit, he travels the land, covering wrestling, doing commentary, and talking with friends. Hitting snug, but not stiff, Josh targets the buzz. From the boys to the business of wrestling he loves. Blocked by Meltzer, rubbed by After, where Josh got his start. From the studio to the streets, or on a soapbox he remarks. FITE has the platform to reach all the masses. From Josh's mouth, straight to your asses. Headlines, stories, interviews, and more. This January is heating up. Please tell Meltzer to clean up his floor. Go to sleep, everyone. Wake up refreshed. The boogeyman isn't coming. He's not even breathing hard. Yet. Out in the ring. Just now. hear the clatter. Josh in a suit, custom tie, and full bladder, calling on his colleagues. Malmini, Cardona, Apter, and Lynn, on Dustin, MJF, Jarrett, and Milligan, to the studio, to the Zoom, or on a call. Watch the show, watch the show, watch the So Says Shernoff show, all. Oh, and Josh, kiss my ass.
I don't really know what just happened, but Matt Mangle with Mangle Peace Theater. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Sherny Awards. Just a few more as we wind down the evening. Before we get there though, make sure you're following me on social media over at So Says Shernoff and at Shernoff Show, and subscribe to my YouTube at youtube.com/So Says Shernoff. All right, what's next? It's the Have You Heard My Demo Award? And it goes to internet wrestling fans and Tony Khan. Not since that one kid in high school walked around the halls with a cassette tape have I heard so many people talk about a demo. From the fans who argue over decimal points to Tony Khan who trolls Fox News about their ratings versus AEW. By the way, I am all the way here for a Tony Khan Fox News Twitter feud. My one concern is the added stress it puts on everybody. It's not healthy to obsess over ratings. I remember last season when my show hit a 4.5 and I was like, holy crap, that's almost 5 people. And what's the half? Are we counting cats who step on a keyboard and accidentally play my show? That's why I try to keep my audience to just a few people. The bigger the number, the bigger the headache. All right, it's our second to last award, and it's the Now Say What You Really Mean award, and it goes to AEW star and mustacheless beard boy MJF for his comments about his lovely parents, specifically his mother. A few months ago, I had the opportunity to interview Max's parents, and, well, they said this. The parents of Maxwell Jacob Friedman, the people responsible for bringing MJF into this world.
We are the bad ones. We are the bad ones, and we'd like to say we are sorry. We apologize to the entire world. He is a idiot, but he's ours.
About a month later, I showed the video to MJF, and this was his response. People seem to really enjoy that interview.
Yeah, I bet they did. So here's the thing about my mom. She's a dumb, disgusting slut.
Oh
and everything she says is pretty much complete horse.
So yeah, Hanukkah was probably pretty awkward, but I don't consider this a bad thing. No. See, the first step in fixing something like this is honesty. And that's sometimes the hardest place to get to, but the Friedmans clearly have no problem being honest about how they feel. The only problem is, well, how they feel. So I am making it my life's goal to reunite this family, and I will. Remember what I did for Jerry Lynn. And when I do reunite MJF and his parents, I will award myself with a Sherny. Much like I'm about to do right now with the final award of the evening, it's the I Can Double Fist Myself award, and it goes to me for having not one, but 2 action figures. That's right, 2021 has been a hell of a year if you're into collecting miniature versions of me. Cella Toys released a 2-pack of me and the Blue Meanie from our time on the Mind of the Meanie podcast. And they also released this FITE TV exclusive of me and my FITE tie and my handsome face and my tight behind. So if you're watching this show and the commercial we aired earlier hasn't convinced you, allow me to do so now. You need this figure. There are only a few left, and I need to get that last box out of my garage. So buy them now at SayShernoff.com. Well, that's it for the Sherny Awards. When we return, a very special look back at those we lost this year. We'll be right back. Hi, I'm Josh Shernoff from FITE TV, and this is my action figure by Cello Toys. Now you can recreate all your favorite Josh Shernoff moments, like that time Darby Allin wouldn't talk to me, or that time Matt Cardona wouldn't give me the information I asked for.
Right.
Tell us, why are you here?
Well, I'm not going to reveal that information to you, Josh.
With 3 points of articulation and a realistic scale when next to non-retro style figures, and an astonishingly unrealistic scale when next to your favorite Hasbros. Hey, who put that snake on me? Get the Josh Shernoff FITE exclusive action figure by Cello Toys. Available now at SayShernoff.com. Welcome back. This next part of the show is my least favorite part to prepare, but the absolute most important thing I will do all night. It's a time in the show where we pay tribute to all those we lost this year. As I say each year, we tried to get everyone involved in wrestling, everyone who played a role in this business, but I know we have missed people. An example would be the fans. We lost so many people this year that mathematically speaking, we would have had to have lost a number of wrestling fans. Then there are the promoters and ticket takers and the family members whose support made careers possible. Anyone who had less of a spotlight on them, but whose actions made a difference. If you lost someone who falls into that category, please know that even though your loved one's face and name didn't make it onto this show, my thoughts are very much with you. There was so much tragedy this year that I almost didn't want to do this segment. So this whole episode could just be a silly escape, but ignoring the loss is never the answer. Honoring and remembering those who left a mark on our lives is the best thing we can do. So with that, we remember those we lost in 2021. We miss you. We thank you. We love you forever. We'll be right back. That's our show. Thank you so very much for spending your evening with me. Happy birthday to my amazing and supportive wife who graciously allowed me to air this on her birthday after I promised it wouldn't be live. So Says Shernoff will return to FITE this January with season 4. Until then, I wish you all nothing but health, happiness, and a better tomorrow. Happy New Year, everyone.